Joe Rogan and the entire fight community are buzzing after Dana White revealed his plans for the UFC White House card. And the hype is exploding. Fans, analysts, and fighters all agree this could become one of the biggest and most historic events the UFC has ever attempted.
Conor says he's coming back. You know, he wants to fight on this White House card. We're going to be on the fucking south lawn of the White House. The fighters are going to walk out of the Oval Office. You know, and people talk shit about Conor. I'm telling you, I've been in the fucking trenches with Conor. Conor is a guy that has fought injured. Conor is a guy that a fighter has fallen out and we slid in a stylistically bad matchup for him. He doesn't care. He literally will fight anybody.
But does he care enough to actually make a fight right now? Like, is he actually, when's the last time he fought?
He and I have been talking nonstop and he's like, I'm dead serious. I want this. You know, I'm training. I'm back in the pool. I'm doing all the shit. So we'll see as we still got a long way to go. We still got a long way to go till February till we start making this card. So we'll see how it plays out.
Octagon is coming to the White House. I want to ask you a question. Who do you headline? I just had this conversation with Daniel Cormier. And Daniel Cormier said, if you're going to go to the White House, if this is an event, you got to have an American go over. This pained him to say, there's only one guy you can put in to assure that the Americans win. You got to make a phone call to Albuquerque. He didn't want to say Jon Jones. And I had to sit back. Wow, he's right. Even though we agree on this, Noche just happened. The main event was a Georgian versus an American, and nobody minded. I don't know that I'm confident that they're going to take Jon up on his offer, but it does beg a very fun question. Who do you predict will be in the main event?
I talked to him last night, him being the president. When he called me and asked me to do it, he said, I want Ivanka in the middle of this. And her and I started talking about the possibilities, where it would be. I'm flying out there at the end of the month, going to sit down with those two and start.
Dana White has confirmed that this won't be just another UFC event. It's set to be one of the biggest sporting spectacles ever. The UFC White House card will stream completely free, with over 80,000 fans expected to pack the park outside to watch on giant screens. Surrounded by concerts, live entertainment, and a full festival atmosphere. The UFC isn't just putting on a fight card, they're taking over Washington, D.C., turning the entire city into a historic Olympic-level celebration.
Fight. We had Aspinall on.
Jon Jones, since, retiring and then coming back, has made it clear, I want to do this. And he sent me a text apologizing and all that stuff. But I need people that I can seriously rely on for this one. And people talk about Conor. I'm telling you, I've been in trenches with Conor. Conor is a guy that has fought injured. Conor is a guy that a fighter has fallen out and we slid in a stylistically bad matchup for him. He doesn't care. He literally will fight anybody.
But does he care enough to actually make a fight right now? Like, when's the last time he fought?
He and I have been talking nonstop and he's like, I'm dead serious. I want this. I'm training. I'm back in the pool. I'm doing all the shit.
Tremendous. I'm training constantly. The brand's in a great place. They're doing really cool things, cool people like yourself. And I'm just happy to be here.
Are you going to be a part of this White House card?
I don't know. I'm definitely training constantly for the opportunity. My goal is to just show Dana how serious I am about being in the event. And I hope he chooses me. But ultimately, it's in his hands. He's the boss.
It's got to be a good sign that you're here, though. Like with CBS and Paramount Plus and this big UFC deal. I feel like if you weren't in everyone's good graces right now, I probably wouldn't be talking to you, right?
Exactly. It's a great sign that I'm not only here, but a part of the production and part of the. Donald Trump mentioned that he wanted to have a fight at the White House card, and that just seems like such a huge opportunity. I'm a very proud American. I have a lot of close friends that are in the military. Just to be able to entertain the country and the world at this level at the White House, it just means the world to me. So I'm back.
Hey, so they've announced this White House UFC fight. What do you think about that?
I think it's exciting. Very exciting.
Can we expect to see you on the card?
I can't promise anyone anything, but I have very strong feeling that I'll be on that part.
But who would you take on? Who would be your dream opponent?
I would want to take on whoever's holding the belt at the end of the year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any possible names you think?
Well, I mean, as of right now, the champion is Tom Aspinall, but
we'll see who's the champion at the end of the year. I feel like the only thing to have an American guy fight for the championship that night, I'd be willing to put it all on the line.
Nice.
Fans and analysts are stunned at how far the UFC has risen. From small arenas and underground shows to now preparing for one of the most powerful stages on the planet. Even Joe Rogan says this event could be the moment that officially cements the UFC as not just a sport, but a true global phenomenon.
I saw Jon Jones is back in the testing pool.
Yes.
Talking about going on the White House card.
Yes.
I think with his extensive criminal record,
Oh.
the Secret Service will let him on the White House grounds.
That's such a good question. Woo.
That's actually a good question. Well, we always have to pass background checks when Trump's there and he got the fight, so I'd imagine he will be. And I gotta be honest with you. All right, so listen. All right. No disrespect to anyone here. I love you guys so much. You can go to the White House and I'm positive you'll win, right? But if we really need an American to win, right, gotta kind of send Jon Jones, don't we? Wait, seriously. Like, I mean, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't like him, but it's like, if we need an American to win, don't we just send the guy that always wins?
Yeah, no, he's going.
And he said, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And nobody tries harder than me. Are you sure Jon Jones doesn't try a little harder than I do?
Oh, no. It's close.
It's close. It's close.
Dana White is asked literally about the White House story every single interview he does. I almost feel bad for him, but he doesn't seem to mind. Dana White was on the Zach Gelb show. Zach does a great job, knows his stuff, asks pertinent questions, and asked Dana White about Jon Jones. And in that conversation, Dana White said something that I thought was very telling regarding Jon Jones. In case you missed it, here it is.
You said Jon Jones called you and he apologized. What was that conversation like?
Well, it wasn't a conversation. He reached out. He wrote, like a text saying, listen, sorry how this all played out or whatever. I want to fight at the White House. I'm serious about that. And, just one of those type of.
Has that changed your view?
No.
No, not at all.
No.
So there's no chance he's going to be
No,
on the White
I
House
appreciate it. I appreciate him reaching out and doing that. But I need people I can count on for this fight, and I know who they are. I know who they are not.
Gotcha. Well said.
And so Dana White revealing that Jon Jones apologized to him, to me, is extremely telling. What is he apologizing for? I'll tell you what he's apologizing for, as I've said multiple times, and by the way, has not been refuted by anyone. At this point, you'd think someone, if it wasn't true, would have refuted it. Jon Jones wanted a lot of money. The number that I was told was 30 million. The UFC said no, then they said yes, then they got the money. They said, we got you the money, let's go, you versus Tom Aspinall. He said he was in, took a few days, said he was out. I've told this story a million times now. No one has refuted it. By now, you hopefully believe me. And Dana White alluded to this when he made the announcement that Jon Jones had retired and they were stripping him of the belt, or he was vacating the title, whatever semantic you want to go with, and Tom Aspinall was now the new champ. He said he gave us his word and he backed out. And now Jon Jones is apologizing for doing that, or at least it has been revealed that he apologized for doing that. And what I think is very telling about this is, as I said last week, that interview that he did on the red carpet with his PR person, Jon Jones has buyer's remorse, or at least, what is the opposite of buyer's remorse? He didn't buy anything. He has some kind of remorse. You know what I'm saying?
FOMO?
Maybe FOMO is the word. Thank you, Frank.
You're welcome.
He does not want to miss out on what's happening next June, next July. It sounds like June at the White House. And he realizes he should have stuck around.
A fight card of this scale streamed for free and backed by the President of the United States could become the most watched MMA event in history. Rumors of Conor McGregor's return, Tom Aspinall defending his heavyweight title, Ilia Topuria taking center stage, and even Jon Jones appearing have fans going crazy. The MMA world is calling it a dream card, a once-in-a-lifetime moment that could rival the Olympics in cultural impact. Dana White says he wants the entire lineup stacked from top to bottom, and if he delivers, the UFC White House event could be the night the UFC officially becomes the biggest sport on the planet.